I've been hesitant for a while to post about being gay. Not because I'm ashamed of it or anything like that, but because for me it was a very tough time in my life, and I mean it's still a tough time for me to talk about coming out and to kind of put myself out there. But today I am going to tell you about, let me see if I can just fix that. Yeah, it's bothering me. Today I'm going to try to talk about how I came out, to whom I came out to, and like their reactions. I knew I was gay when I was 6 years old. I didn't really put that name to how I felt until then. And as soon as I found out, I was instantly scared. You know, I was either going to be like damned to hell, or all these terrible things were going to happen to me just for the fact that I felt differently than other kids. And I hid it for, I mean, years. For instance, I didn't start telling people I was gay until I was in 7th grade or so. And even then I only told, okay, so I told like 1 or 2 people, but you know, it's middle school, so in like 3 days everyone knows you're gay, right? And but so I told some of my closest friends after I broke up with my last girlfriend, and I wasn't too comfortable with it. So when people come up to me and, like, that I hadn't told, that I heard from someone else, be like, hey, by the way, are you gay? I would instantly deny it, you know, make a joke about it. Just the fact that it wasn't something that I was comfortable with. I grew up in a really small town, so being open and honest with yourself just wasn't an option for me, especially at my age. And as an insecure kid with, you know, who's fat and had a bunch of acne, I just didn't see the risk. I just didn't see why I should take a risk. When I was about to go into high school, I met a guy whom I really hit it off with, and then I realized that I really need to have a serious conversation about my sexuality to most people. And so I posted, this was like Christmas break, I posted something on, like, I think it was like an Instagram. I was like, hey, I'm gay. And I waited for the replies, you know. And initially it was silent, you know, like calm before the storm. I had a lot of fears about what the reaction would be. And unfortunately, a lot of my fears were true. I went back to school, because I did it over winter break. So I went back to school, you know, in the new year, and just walked down the hallway, and instantly everyone was talking about it. It didn't matter if I knew you or not, you knew I was gay before I even knew your name. And it infuriated me because I went from no one in my high school to like everyone knew who I was. And it wasn't because I was a star athlete or I was super smart. It was solely because I was gay. I hate being branded as only a gay guy, because I have so much more to offer. To be the only gay kid in my high school, that was exactly what happened. And so yeah, it wasn't always the greatest for me. I never got in a fist fight, for instance, but people were really mean. They would refuse to use bathrooms after me, or be on my team for something, or change in front of me in the locker room. That is I feel like that's just so hard for a kid, you know, to just realize that you're not wanted in your own school. People you want to like you. And this is something I had to grapple with. And I mean, you're probably wondering then, like, what's next? Like, who did you tell after that? And so, like, I was really scared to tell my family. Some of my family knew, but my mother did not. I think it's kind of hard for those who aren't gay to kind of understand. But if you are gay, you probably know that you want to, at least for me, like my experience, is I wanted to tell my mom so bad. But every single time I would go to tell her, just the words weren't there, you know? That happened for years. And she actually found out that I was gay. I didn't get a chance to tell her. And I have mixed feelings about, you know, how she found out, or why she did the things she did. It was a step in the right direction, I suppose. Now, I wish that I could say, before I start, I want to say that my relationship with my mother now is a lot better. Her and I have a very good relationship. regarding my sexuality. I think she has come so far in her understanding of what being gay is from her son. And I mean, initially, like every mom, I bet she blamed herself, or blamed maybe it was something that she had done or something that she hadn't done, or maybe if she had done this differently, this would have, I would have been straight. I kind of had the what's wrong with girls when I was around her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of like, oh, but like, why can't you like girls? Like that was her limited understanding of it. But like, again, I want to articulate, like, that's not where she's at now, and I'm forever grateful for the love that she's shown me, that, you know, she can say, you know, yeah, I might not get what you're going through, but I love you and you're my son, and I am going to be there for you. And one of the biggest regrets that I have is not coming out sooner, because I should have told my father, but I never got the chance. If you already know, my father died when I was in middle school, and so I never got the chance to actually tell him I was gay. I want, though, to end on a positive note and say my life is eons better. My life is so much better now that I'm out in the open and that I can be who I am now. Like that, I mean, some nights I would cry myself to sleep, and now I'm surrounded by just friends and family who accept me and love me no matter what I do or who I am. I'm sorry again that this video is kind of a downer, and I really hope to be making more positive videos, but I did want to make a video on this just for the fact that it was such an important part of my life, and it involves so many people. I am so much happier now. There are often times, like, okay, for instance, I recently turned 20, and if I could tell my 10-year-old self, like, how your life would be in 10 years. I didn't see a successful future of being authentically me, and now I have a path, and I think it's all I want, to be loved and to know you're loved. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. What I really want to know is your coming out story, and how it was for you. Is it a positive, or was it kind of a hard experience like mine? I want to know in the comments below. And I really appreciate you guys sitting through this video. It's rough for me, and so thanks again, and I will see you all later.